Welcome to today's video, guys. So today I'm going to be showing you a yoga workout, and then I'm also going to be showing you a small technical session that I'm going to do inside. So that'll be pretty cool. And then on top of that, I'm going to share a story with you guys that was really big in terms of, making sure I go after my dreams and all that. So I'm excited to share that with you. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you hit that big red button down below if you haven't already. And thank you guys for all the support. Let's get into today's video. Alright, so right now I'm getting ready to take my dog Ruby on a walk. She's very, very excited, so we're gonna do that, and I'll catch you guys when I'm back at the house. Alright, so we just got back from that walk. Ruby is absolutely demolished from that. She's feeling pretty hot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a yoga session just because my body's been feeling really tired. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm about to do some yoga. So literally all I do is I just go on YouTube and I find maybe about a 10-minute yoga session, maybe sometimes longer, depending on how my body's feeling. So I try to search it up. I'll just type in like athlete yoga session or whatever, and it comes up, and then that's what I use. So let's get to the yoga session right now. I'm super excited. My body feels tired. It's just gonna feel good to kind of get that yoga in and get the body warmed up. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I just finished my yoga session, and as you can see, it doesn't take anything special to make sure you get a good recovery session in. It's so important that you listen to your body, that you're getting the right amount of sleep, that you're staying hydrated. All those things play such a big role in allowing your body to perform and train at a high level and take all those sessions in. So yoga for me personally too has been something that's helped with my flexibility, which is obviously a big part of goalkeeping, and then as well it's just helped me recover and feel good if I'm having a day where I'm more tired like today. It plays a big role in keeping that ability to keep pushing, to reach my highest limits. So with that done, I'm going to probably chill out now for a little bit, and then I'm going to get a little light technical session in today, and that's going to be it. So just going to hang out, probably start to edit some of this video, have some lunch, nothing too crazy. Also, shout out to Ruby, just chilling, watching me do my yoga session this morning, right? Any words to say to the camera?
All right, well said.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to share a story with you guys that was just kind of like really life changing for me, and it really kind of was this whole experience that I'm so grateful for and I was able to go through, because it just made everything more beautiful and helped me grow as a person, as a player. And I wanted to share it just because, I wanted to, show that not everything is always great. There's a lot of sacrifices that need to be made to go for what you want. And I also wanted to do it just because if there's someone out there that ends up watching this video at some point and they're going through the same thing or have gone through something similar, I just wanted to show them that they're not alone. So let's get into the story. Alright guys, so I really wanted to be personal today and share this story with you. So I don't really know how to go about it, so I'm just going to kind of do it raw and in one cut. But basically, when I was a little bit younger, about last year, I had kind of been really frustrated with where I was at in football, and I didn't really know where to go. And I was in a relationship at the time that the person I was with was very different than I was in terms of ambition and stuff. So she wanted me to have a job that was more safe and secure and not necessarily as ambitious as what I'm doing now. So when you're in a long-term relationship, that person has somewhat of an effect on you, and you obviously want to make things work. So I'd stopped playing soccer, and it felt strange, but I felt like I was trying to convince myself. I was like, man, this is a really good thing. I'm growing up. I'm being more realistic. So I had gone through it. I had got my real estate license, and I got hired at this firm, and it was a really good job. I was gonna make a very decent amount of money, especially for my age, and I just was like, okay, I guess this is it. And I remember going to the office a couple times, and I would just sit there, and I would just be like, wow, this is it. Like, this is life. Like, I'm just gonna be going in the office, out the office, working with clients. And I kind of lost a little bit of respect for myself, I noticed, because I'd always been that type of person from a very young age. I don't know where it came from, but this desire to dream big and build a life that I want to live has been me since I was so young, and I'd lost that. I'd settled, and I had let other people's opinions of me really get to me and affect me, and I started living a life for other people. And as soon as you start to do that, I didn't realize this then, but I do now. As soon as you start to do that, you do the worst thing anyone could do, which is disrespect yourself and your own capabilities. So, yeah, I was just really unhappy, but I stayed with it for a little bit. And I just remember one day I woke up and I was just like, I can't do it. This isn't me. Like, this is not who I am. I'm so unhappy. This is not what I like to do, and I don't want it to be my life. So I wake up and I called, my boss at the time, and I said, hey, like, I know I just started, but, this is not for me. I really appreciate this opportunity, but I'm going to have to let you go. And, and I just really want to go after the ambitions of signing a pro contract. And I was really lucky that my boss there was really understanding and very supportive for me in that. So once I stopped doing that, it was very scary, because prior to calling my boss, I had come home and I was watching a Matt Sheldon video. This was kind of the kicker. I was watching a Matt Sheldon video and I started crying. Tears came down my face, and the person I was with turned over to me and goes, why are you crying? And I was like, honestly, because I miss it. I miss training. I miss waking up, being ambitious. I miss doing something that I love and chasing it and all that stuff. And so I just realized, that video made me realize. And so we talked about it with, I talked about it with the person I was with, and I said, listen, like, I'm gonna leave. I think I need to go after, this goal of mine. And so she was like, oh, I think it's a really bad idea. You're going to regret it and all that. And she was essentially like, I can't be with someone that is going to go and live this kind of lifestyle. And so I'd left the job. I had lost the relationship, and I I felt so alone. I felt so scared. There was a lot of times where I felt like crazy, and I felt like I had that I'd thrown everything away, and that I was stupid for wanting to start a YouTube channel and build a brand and a podcast and you know, all that stuff. And I'd felt like, you know, just insane. But fast forward now, a year later, you know, I started my channel, and it's slowly growing. I've started a podcast, and I've gotten to interview some amazing people and learn from some amazing people. And you know, a year later to be on trial and get a call back with the professional team, and it's something that it's amazing. And you know, the journey is really just beginning. And so I just want to stress to people that, you know, if you lose somebody, if you lose something, but your vision gets clearer, okay, you didn't lose anything. It's gonna be okay. And you're taking the first step into becoming who or doing what you want to do. And I just realized I stopped trying to connect my happiness to what other people thought of me. You know, I stopped looking for happiness externally, and I started looking for it internally. And I realized I gotta do this dream for me. And every dream that I have to do for me, because I need to be able to live with myself. When I'm 80 years old, 90 years old, taking my last breaths on this planet, I want to be able to say that maybe I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to. Maybe I won't. But I would give in every ounce of effort, every ounce of ability and blood, sweat, and tears into what I believe in to be a beautiful life for me. And I want to be able to say I did that when I'm at that age, so I can leave peacefully. Because the most beautiful thing about life is we get to live it once, so why not design it the way we want it to be? You know, people come and go. You know, you'll always have another person. You'll always meet new people. But you only have one you. And you have to be able to live with you. And you have to respect yourself enough to go after what you want, you know. And I just hope that, you know, if someone out there is listening to this and maybe going through a similar situation, or very afraid to take that leap of doing what they want to do and having that courage, I say take it. Because it's scary. And there's so many ups and downs, and it's scary putting yourself out there in front of people to have opinions, but people are always going to have opinions, all right? And I don't know, I just hope that this video helps some people going through a tough time. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say for that.